So for nearly 2 years now, I've been attempting this goal to busk at every single station on the London Underground. I'm at station 175 of 272. It's been a long journey, but one thing it's really helped me with is it's protected my art. By going out to stations and posting videos of all the highlights at every stop, all the interactions, that sort of takes my focus away from always having to write music for the algorithm. All of a sudden my songs feel a lot more protected because the time I used to songwrite is where I can fully express myself and not feel I've got to write for anyone in particular except for myself. So by doing this challenge, it's created a bit of a content machine. So I always know what I'm going to post, I always know what the next step is, and I just follow that process, editing videos. And yeah, it does take quite a long time, the whole content thing, and I do wish I could spend more time on my music, but at least when I do spend time to myself writing songs, that time is not for anyone else but me. So when I finally do release a song, hopefully from this challenge I'll have a pretty invested audience, keen to just, or at least interested to listen to any song I put out. A few hundred followers who've been watching the journey for a while now, I'm sure they'd be interested to have a listen. And I do think this is the best way to promote your music without feeling you've got to shove it down people's throats. You're kind of building a community based on a passion you have other than your songs. I had to think about this for a while. I knew I liked travelling and challenges, so eventually I came up with this idea to busk at every stop on the London Underground. And so that's kind of my content machine. And when I've got a song ready, after writing them in my own time, I can just throw the songs onto the machine, and the people that have been following the challenge, knowing that I do a bit of music, well obviously because I'm busking at stations, I'm sure they'll be intrigued at least to check out the music. And you could find any other passion of yours other than songs and apply this method. So if you love cooking, for example, you could post videos of yourself cooking and maybe just sprinkle in little hints that you do songwriting or you like to sing, so you could sing to yourself while preparing a meal, or maybe play a little tune while something's in the oven. And then eventually, after building up a following based on that kind of content, once you release a song that can be purely from your heart, fully express yourself with it, you can release that, and the people that have been following that journey, I'm sure will be interested to check it out. And it may only be a few hundred people, but I bet those few hundred people will genuinely be really interested to hear your music. And from there, it can only go up exponentially. So these are just what I think are some helpful tips that I've learned across this challenge. I wrote some songs the other day and realised that my spark for writing songs has come back because I had my content machine running and it wasn't interfering with my music at all. The music's separate, and I've got this form of content that's bringing the followers in, and then the music, the songs, is something special to show to those followers later down the line.